welcome to another episode of the Holistic Cannabis Show. I am your hostess, Dr. Yolanda Henderson, and also joined by my wonderful co-host,
Moon Pie.
Moon Pie, everybody. Moon Pie.
Moon Pie.
Moon Pie this week. All right, why do you have that name, Mr. Moon Pie? Where does that name come from?
Moon pies was round, they was chocolatey, and they was ooey goodness.
Ooey goodness. All right. All right, so everyone, if this is your first time watching the show, we thank you and welcome you to engage in this hilarious episode of the Holistic Cannabis Show, because Mr. Henderson is Moon Pie today. You know, he has his weekly alter egos, and so we're going to be discussing business with Moon Pie. All right, so please enjoy the show. All right, so this is the episode on cannabis and entertainment, and we would love for you to share this show. We are looking for viewers and followers to follow us everywhere. So, Mr. Moon Pie, give us all the outlets to share the show and watch and like the show on.
Instagram, the Twitterers, the Fire Stick Rokus, Facebook, YouTube, Roku, Periscope. All of it is status_network_ or Manifest TV. If you're on YouTube, look for the Status Network and the Holistic Cannabis Show, and there it is.
Yes, we are. Right now, we're live on YouTube. So if you want to chat in YouTube, or you on Facebook, wherever you are, this is a great show. We have a special guest, and this is going to be a great show. So please share. We have a lot of information. So, of course, everybody knows this is the month of March. March is the MS awareness month. So if you know anyone who has multiple sclerosis, we want to shout them out today. Okay.
Call in.
Yes.
Tell
multiple
your story.
Sclerosis is a hard disability. It's disabling people everywhere. Millions of people have been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and we want to hear stories. So if you know anyone or have anyone that has suffered or is still suffering, like myself, I have recovered from my episodes, but you know what? There's someone out here who does not know how to get through it, and I am willing to help and reach those people. Can you tell them how they can call into the show today?
470-251-4647.
Thank you, Moon Pie. That sounds like one of those honey.
It is. It's spiritually uplifting.
Moon Pie. I'm just thinking of one of those moon pies right now. Stop.
See? It's indirect marketing.
Right. Okay. But yeah.
They owe me 10 cents for every moon pie that gets sold today.
You should call them and tell them.
I know.
Okay. All right. So you want to introduce your special guest?
Yes. Well, today we have a special guest on the show. As y'all know, we are constantly seeking talent for Sony Orchard Music Group.
All right.
All right. And today we have on the show our next person of interest.
All right.
Who is going to be joining us on this journey to the top with Sony Orchard Distribution.
All right.
We got Mr. The Supplier. No, The Supplier. DASUPPLYA.
With the D.
Representing that North Memphis fool. Put your thumbs up, my boy.
All right.
Say, man, can you hear me? Unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What we got going on?
What's going on with it, man? What's going on with it, hen?
We finna get into one of your tracks, sir.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir. We finna get into it. Do you want to introduce what we're about to get into?
Yeah, man. I'll tell you about this, man, because, if anybody knows that, man, that how much love I got for my family and everything, man, I made this song strictly for them, man, for my mom, dad, sister, and my son, because they've been there for me through it all, man. I'm talking about through my heartaches, man, still going through it, and they still here for me. And I just, I dedicated this song to them, man. I made this, and from my heart.
Right
You
on.
know,
Right.
dedicated this to my family, man, because they know how much I love them, and I know how much they love me. How my mama brought me up in the church, how my daddy taught me to be a man, and my sister always been there to support me, and how my son gave me so much love, man. So, yeah, this song was for them, man. I call it "You're Number One."
You're number one.
All
All
right.
right, man. We finna get into this, man.
Hear it.
Y'all heard it first. It's exclusive going down.
Exclusive.
Love y'all. Y'all know. I appreciate how much I appreciate everything that y'all have done for me. Yeah. This is for my mom, dad, sister, and my son. The only people in my life. They gave me a reason to push on. I take the show up for my family and everything that y'all have done. I love you dear. Let me say it clearly in my book. You know my book. You know. This is for my mom, dad, sister, and my son. The only people in my life. They gave me a reason to push on. I take the show up for my family and everything that y'all have done. I love you dear. Let me say it clearly in my book. You know my book. You know. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Praise God and hallelujah. Man, whatever I gotta say to praise my family, I'ma say it to you. Because y'all did more for me than anyone can do. For their son, for their brother, for their father. And in my book, you're number one. You kept it real from the day I was born. Moms and pops, I'm talking to you. Your love is clear, your love is pure. And in my heart, I know it's true. So this message goes to you. For your son, you did it all. Raised me right in Jesus Christ. And for that, I thank you all. I know I was ignorant, hard-headed, and got misled. And made some wrong decisions in life instead of following what you said. But don't you blame it on yourself. You raised me well, I'm good in health. Spending hours up in the studio trying to turn it into some wealth. Dropping beats, recording vocals, about to put this game in a choke. Rock some clubs, rock some parties, and rock some radio stations local. Leave my friend in the industry, about to make them remember me. The supplier catching fire down in Memphis, Tennessee. This is for my mom, dad, sister, and my son. The only people in my life that gave me a reason to push on. I take the show up for my family and everything that y'all have done. I love you dear, let me say it clearly in my book. You know my book, you know. This is for my mom, dad, sister, and my son. The only people in my life that gave me a reason to push on. I take the show up for my family and everything that y'all have done. I love you dear, let me say it clearly in my book. You know my book, you know. Now my sis, what's up sis? Jennifer Jones, she's kinda bossy, but all in all, it was some valuable lessons that she taught me. Helping me out in raising my son, raising him like he was hers. And if I haven't told you sis, the job you doing is superb. There is nothing I would do for you sis, you kept it true. And if I make it in this game, I owe a lot of it to you. Watching my son while I'm out the door, stand out late at the studio, recording some friends that got some flow, slanging some tracks and make some dough. For all the things that you done for me, since I really can't repay. But I hope this music I'm dropping will bring up bright and fruitful days. Go some places we never been, meet some new and foreign friends, travel the world before we're in, and you know that's very thin. With all the killing that's going on, brothers killing baby mom, but you was smart enough not to get caught up and always kept a good paying job. But what I really want to say to you sis, is I love you without a doubt, and appreciate everything you've done and how you've been there to help me out. This for my mom, dad, sister, and my son. The only people in my life that gave me a reason to push on. Take the show up for my family and everything that y'all have done. I love you dear, let me say it clearly in my book. You know my book, you know. This is for my mom, dad, sister, and my son. The only people in my life that gave me a reason to push on. Take the show up for my family and everything that y'all have done. I love you dear, let me say it clearly in my book. You know my book, you number one. July 7, 1999. My heart was filled with joy when a doctor told me that I had a healthy little boy. Was undecided for a minute, but we decided to name you Kate. And ever since then, my entire life has took on another meaning. And it was seeming that everything was gonna work out between us two, but it didn't. And the judge granted me custody of you.
My boy, my boy, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that thing's still some heat now. That thing's some heat.
Yes.
Say, man, so let me ask you this, man. You make your own tracks? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself so my peoples can hear you.
Yes, sir. My bad.
Yeah. You make your own tracks.
Yes, sir. I made that track there, man. I wrote the song I wrote that song the same day, but I recorded it the next day. But yeah,
Okay.
I've been making tracks. Yeah, I've been making tracks over 20-some years, 20 plus years now. Man.
20 plus years. So you've been in the game for a minute, then, my guy.
Yes, sir. For good minute, man. Good little minute.
That's
That was
what's up.
great. That was awesome.
You got some questions you want to ask?
No, I want to know, like, where did the name stem from? The Supplier.
The Supplier, because me myself, I basically wanted to be a producer. Basically, I rap every now and then, But I call myself the supplier because I wanted to supply people with tracks, R&B tracks, hip hop tracks, whatever type of tracks you want. I can supply them for you.
There you go. That's it. That's a great name for
All
that.
right, that's what's up. So,
Yes.
so I always ask the people that submit the music to us to say something inspirational, right? It's somebody that just saw your video that's like, dang, I want to do what he do. What kind of knowledge can you drop on them, on the ones that's coming behind you?
I say, man, stay at it, man. Be consistent. Don't stop. Just because it don't pop off today, don't mean it can't pop off tomorrow. Just because it don't pop off this year, don't mean it can't start off next year, man. You got to stay consistent, man. You got to build your fan base. You got to keep going. You got to promote yourself. You got to get your team behind you too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you got to get yourself hot. That's one thing I know for sure. You got to get yourself hot. You just can't sit there and make songs and not do nothing with them. If you just sitting there making songs and not doing nothing with them, then what's the use? Get out here, give it to DJs, give it to radio stations, give it to different people, man, and get yourself heard. You got to get yourself heard, man.
Awesome. That's it. That's what we our generations need to know about. And is there anything that inspire you? You said your family, your mom, your dad, your sister, and your sons. So those people, is there anything that you want to say to them today on the show?
Man, that I love them. I appreciate the way that they have had my back all these years, how they have been there for me through the good and the bad. And it just, I couldn't have paid for or handpicked a better family than what I got. Awesome. My sister is awesome. My mom and dad, they're just awesome people. I got my dad is 89 years old. My mom is 83. Ooh. And 53 or 54 years of marriage. I mean, they have really taught me a lot, about how to treat a woman and everything like that, man. So I just appreciate everything that they have taught me and all the back end support that they have gave me on anything I try to do. They always have my back on.
All right, that's it. That's it. Well, hopefully they get to watch it and get to hear how well you're doing and just see you expand, do something great and you can give them, their recognition right now. All right. Yes. Mr. Henderson.
Well, say, man, I appreciate you for taking your time out to come on the show and everything, man. I appreciate you submitting your music to you, man. I'll be in touch with you to follow up with you on what the next steps is. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Last week we had a guy from Tupelo, by the bag.
Yes, by the bag.
Today we got the supplier. Say, man, if anybody out there is trying to submit their music for these last couple of spots I got with Sony Orchard Music Group, y'all send that on in, man. The Big Shot Entertainment, BigShotEntertainment. That's a long one, man.
At gmail.com.
Big Shot Entertainment at gmail.com. Y'all hit us up, 888-959-2093. What's up, my boy?
All right.
And I want to say out to y'all, man, I appreciate y'all having me on the show, man. My best friend here. It's wonderful while Yolanda, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all having me on. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir.
We're sending a prayer to the family.
Thank you so much.
And I'm going to be in touch with you, my guy. You can either stay on, man, but I know you busy over there cooking in the kitchen, man. Hey, man, I'll holler at you in a minute.
All right, for sure, man.
All right, brother.
All right.
All right. So y'all heard it. The Supplier. Ooh, all right, so that was great. That was a great beat. Yes, sir. All right. So in other news, what we have going on, cannabis is going in on it, and MS and cannabis is one of the greatest things that can happen to me. So I want to shout out to Canna Globe right now for the wonderful opportunity that they have given out to me and my favorite strain, Giggles. All right, we didn't ask the supplier to give us a strain, but that's okay. I have one that I enjoy. And here's a video about MS and how she is doing in her personal story in this next clip. Take a look.
With tremors, double vision, brain fog, and chronic pain. It's this stabbing feeling of these jagged edges just coursing through your entire body. One morning, I woke up, tried to move my leg, it wouldn't move. My thoughts were, is this going to be for the rest of my life? That the inevitable was finally happening to me. And then my legs started to tingle. I'd never been more grateful to be in pain again. When you hear about a cure, it brings that hope back. If no one would have to ever experience this, it would just change the world. I struggle with tremors, double vision, brain fog, and chronic pain. It's this stabbing feeling of these jagged edges just coursing through your entire body. One morning, I woke up, tried to move my leg, it wouldn't move. My thoughts were, is this going to be for the rest of my life? Right. That the inevitable was finally happening.
This is what happens. This is the kind of stuff that I deal with. For 13 years, I have dealt with MS, and my MS-versary just came about right before my daughter, or right about now, actually. My daughter just turned 13. I experienced symptoms after while I was in the military. And so after I got out of the military, I got pregnant. So usually the MS symptoms kind of fade away. And then within the 2 months after my pregnancy ended, I could not feel my legs. I could not walk. My hands had gone numb. And so those stories like that are dear to me, because I do remember, the medication, everything that my body went through. Almost feel like I had some type of heart attack or stroke or something, to where I could not function the way that I knew that I was supposed to. I was not normal. And so Mr. Henderson did introduce me to cannabis oil and cannabis. And I appreciate him to this day for allowing me, the person that I am, saying, no, I better not take this. I'm going to go to hell. This is not something I grew up on. And me actually taking that step, because I was desperate at that point. I needed to know something that would actually help me to not go through those symptoms that this young lady just described in this video. I too am a witness to how MS is a killer, silent killer. Depression, it does everything to your mental, because you don't think that you're going to ever walk again. You don't think that you can ever play with your children. You don't think that things in life could be the same after your diagnosis. And it took them about 2 or 3 years to find out what it was, because we had no idea until they did those MRIs and those spinals, and they were able to pinpoint exactly what was going on with the neurologist. So the first step is to find out, get your neurologist. If you're, wanting to know if you too have MS, you've had some of the tingling feelings, the hands, the not being able to walk or move, your vision being doubled or blurred, please go and see a neurologist. This is detrimental to finding out early if you have MS, because you can start a treatment that can be substantial for your life and for living your mental health as well. And so you want to get that information as soon as possible. And so here I am. I'm standing. I can walk. I'm able to talk and do the things that I was told that I was never going to be able to do again. And all thanks to what you see behind me. And I want to say not just that, because this is God's plan. It has a lot to do and everything to do with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and my Creator. So I just wanted to shout that out and let you all know that this is real, this journey that I am walking. Shouts out to those for MS Awareness Month. Also, this month is Women's History Month, so shout out to all of the women in history today. We don't have any special guests that is a woman today, but we're still looking. We have all month to celebrate our women in history this month. And then in other news, we have some great things that we're talking about with cannabis. And we'll get that up for you. All right. So are more people choosing cannabis over beer? I believe so. What do you think, Mr. Henderson?
I do. Because hops is related to cannabis.
It is. It's still in the same type of family, the plant lemonade hops family. So we, say that cannabis is one choice, and there's the beer that's another choice. All right, but I believe that cannabis has more health benefits than the beer. Right. All right, so the Virginia legislature sends the multiple cannabis bills to the governor's desk, including resentencing for marijuana felonies, parental rights and employment protections, and adult use retail sales. So Virginia, good luck. Let's see what happens. Is medical cannabis effective for symptoms of endometriosis? All right, that's one for the ladies. So if there's any ladies that have endometriosis and they want to find out how cannabis can help or is helping, we can conduct a study for you, and you can try cannabis products and let the world know how it's helping you. Hospice doctors say that they are insufficiently informed to discuss medical cannabis options with their patients. Oh no. So we understand that when people go on hospice, they're pretty much given their sentence to death. Okay. So we don't or are not allowed, is from what they're saying here, to have someone to speak with them about the health benefits of medical cannabis. But that's where I come in at. I'm a medical cannabis health coach. I'm able to teach and educate families on medical benefits of medical cannabis and how it can prolong their life and reverse in so many different ways some of those problematic symptoms, such as cancer patients we've seen happen, reverse. If gotten into at a timely manner, we can get your body healing and on the right path. All right, so next we have Town Hall descheduling and rescheduling of cannabis, March the 20th, 2024. If you're interested, you can sign up to hear about what's going on. All right, so here are some of the people who are sponsoring: the Last Prisoner Project, Drug Policy Alliance, and Supernova Women, all right, are all sponsoring this information. All right, and next we have our casting call. So all the way into the end of this month, we are casting for individuals who are interested in being a Mr. or Mrs. Natural to Life. So our natural pageant is an all-inclusive, including your talent, including your crowning, including your, just being able to sport off your famous formal wear, or it don't have to be famous. It could be your pick of formal attire, but we ask that you go ahead and start enrolling now. There is a slight registration fee of $100, and that's due by the end of this month. And you can actually be given one of the record deals. So we're actually asking for those who are interested to please call us 1-888-959-2093 or click our website at the Gift of Life Community Home.wordpress.com, and you can too be Miss or Mrs. Natural to Life. We also have a new portion of it, LGBT. So if you're LGBT, you want to represent for LGBT, we have that category as well. And also we just added a senior Natural to Life. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So teens, Mrs., Mr., LGBTQ, and Mr. and Senior. All right, Natural to Life 2024. All right, so please give us a call. All right, and then Mr. Henderson, you want to talk to him about this one?
Y'all who've been watching our show, if you watch our show at the start, you hear our intro song. We're looking for somebody who can write lyrics and perform the intro song. The person that wins this contest will be able to perform that at the show and on the Natural to Life show.
Natural to Life. You get to perform it live.
Yeah.
And then we get to play your lyrics on the show when we do our intro. So
that's right.
We're just looking for someone who is enthused about the show and know what we talk about, pretty much cannabis or
write me a song.
Lifestyle skills, anything in that area will be great for the topic for our show. And so every week we're having somebody on the show who have lyrics or who want to showcase their talent and come
That's
up with
right.
that.
That's right.
All right, shouts out to Gerald G. Busy. All right, so he's the A&R marketing manager of BSI Group, distributor on Sony platforms. If you're looking for entertainment and you have the skills, please let us know. Now, this is not just Atlanta. This is all over the world. So wherever you are and you're viewing this, give us a call. All right. And here we go. Our March newsletter. Happy Women's History Month, of course, is what we talked about, and we want to shout out our student of the month. All right, so congratulations to Miss Tina Khan. She will be on the show next week, and we are so lucky to have all of our students, all of our members. So if you are a member, please come by and see me for a free scan over at 3100 Interstate North Circle Southeast, and that's Suite 200, and you can get you a free scan. And the scan consists of, finding out your deficiencies, finding out what your health problems derive from, finding out if we can get you a supplement or a dietary nutritional plan in place, and maybe becoming a health coach for you. Now, if you need someone to come to you remotely, please schedule that with me, and you can call me at 1-888-959-2093, and I can schedule a remote scan so that I can come to you and do those scans. And if you have more than one person who need a scan, I also do conduct scan parties. So that means you have a couple of people. It takes me about 5 minutes to get your results back, and I can email everybody, and we can do a one-on-one afterwards. So scan parties are great for events and vendor opportunities if you are in need of finding out what your underlying deficiencies are. Even in medical cannabis, we help out and finding out that information. We do have classes that are starting. So if you want to go back to the flyer, classes that are starting weekly from 9:30 to 12:30. And if you're interested in taking a course on medical cannabis or becoming a medical cannabis health coach, somebody in your family suffer from epilepsy, diabetes, multiple sclerosis, or whatever, and you want to understand how medical cannabis work, we do train you, we certify you, and then we're having our grand opening for our name change. So yes, we are changing from Atlanta Academy of Cannabis Science to the Gift of Life Community Home Institute. We have already done that, but we are now a state-approved institute, and we would love for you to join our courses. And we are also getting ready to be veteran friendly so that you can use your VA benefits to come to our courses. All right, in other news, Mr. Hen's Big Shot Entertainment, you can scan the QR code if you have a phone and get the information that you need to conduct business with
Pull
Big
out
Shot.
that telephone, go to your picture setting, and just go stand there and get that link.
That's right. There's the link. Big Shot Entertainment. All right. Mr. Henderson has some flashcards, trivia. We like to hear about what that is. So
This segment is brought to you by NTH.net.
Moon Pie.
All right. Moon Pie. All right, we're going to play a little game right here. We're just going to see how many of y'all going to be able to get right. All right?
That's
now,
right.
Your score or report comes from 3 bureaus. What's the name of the 3 bureaus? Equifax,
Experian, and TransUnion.
Okay. So now you see how that will go. Okay.
Okay.
You see how
so that was
go.
the sample.
All
Okay.
right.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should send stars to people who get the right answer.
Right.
So if you're listening and you want to play along, if you could chat, and type this into your
maybe in the next show.
I'm ready for it.
Hey man, I cash up you some money if you get these right.
Yeah. I mean, we could send stars. You just send stars. It's like
cool.
$1.
All right. So let's go to the next one and see if you get that one.
Okay. Let's look and see who's on.
Payment history makes up blank of your credit score. All right. Whenever we talk about the credit report, we talk about how many percentage points your score gets, right? So for inquiries, you get 15%, right? For age, you get 30%, right? So now we talk about payment history.
Okay.
What percentage of your credit score is your payment history?
All right.
Come on. Let's see if you got it.
What percentage makes up your credit score?
Yeah, we talk about it all the time.
History. I think it's what history is like 30%.
30? That what you say?
I don't know.
Mr. Producer, what you say?
35.
35.
Okay. Well, I was close.
Right,
I was
35.
close.
You was
Anybody
close.
know?
You was
Anybody?
close. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right. Credit score ranges from a low to a high, right? What numerical value does your score range from, the lowest being the highest?
Credit score ranges from
Mr. Producer Man, what you say back there?
credit scores.
350 to 850? All right, what you say?
Oh,
What you say?
you know what? I'm gonna go with them. I think you have
350
the
to 850?
answers back there. I think you got answers back there.
Survey says 300 to 850.
850.
All right.
Okay,
It's all right.
okay.
It's all right.
Good,
and then we're going to do one more.
All right, all right.
So not to take up too much of your time, but y'all kind of get the feel. All right. This is how I want my people to understand and know what the credit report is. Know
Okay.
for yourself.
That's
all
right. That's right.
What does FICO stand for?
Oh man, dang. Let me Google this real quick. Hold on, I got Google.
Now, come on now. We
I
got
got
all
Google.
we got all the Instagram credit
it.
repair gurus, you know, that's constantly going on the
Federal.
Instagram. What does FICO stand for? FICO.
Federal, something federal.
I ain't telling you. I
Why?
know what it means.
Okay,
I ain't supposed to tell you. What you say?
I passed.
Mr. Producer Man, what you say?
I
Survey said Fair Isaacs and Company. FICO. F-I-C-O.
Where who is he?
Fair,
Where he come from?
Okay, all right. Fair Isaac and Company.
Okay.
That is the actual name of the person and the entity who made up your FICO score.
Oh.
You want to buy a house, you have to have a FICO score.
Yeah.
Not a Vantage score, a FICO score.
So FICO, we need to talk.
90% of all loans that you're trying to get, that
Yeah.
lender is going to pull a FICO score. It stands for
Okay.
Fair Isaacs
Isaac.
and Company.
That's awesome.
Yep,
And we learn something new every
We'll do
day.
one more.
don't
We're gonna
we?
do five a
Okay,
show.
let's do one more.
Okay, let's do one more.
Okay, who else can come up
All
with
right.
this stuff? Like somebody come on so I can send some stuff. Some
Okay.
stars.
Clients must order their own blank, and this self order does not cause a hit on their blank.
Credit report and credits.
Yeah,
That's
what you
it.
say.
That's my answer. Yeah.
Mr. Show Producer Man, what you say back
Come
there?
on, I got one. Come on, I got one right. I said their own credit report, and this self order doesn't cause a hit on their credit score.
All right.
Okay.
Survey said. Reports and score.
There you go.
Good job, everybody. Good job, everybody.
We did
All right,
it.
so
Well,
so check this out.
I did it.
On every time that we have a show,
Right.
all right, you know, our main purpose is to educate the public, right?
That's right.
To inform and make sure that this information, right, that of course, as credit repair professionals, this is how some of us pay our bills.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I'm not trying to take away from anybody, right? Because I too own a credit repair company. But I also do free education seminars.
That's right.
Okay? So I want the public to be informed and self-knowing, all right, when it comes to your credit report. All right? Because one day your credit is going to be more important than the cash you have.
That's it.
Watch what I'm telling you now. I ain't never been wrong on too much when it comes to that money. Bitcoin. All right, I told y'all about Bitcoin. Y'all slept on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up to the highest that it's ever been. Guess what? Bitcoin is up to $68,000 a coin. I started telling y'all to get in Bitcoin when it was $30,000 a coin.
That's right.
If you took my advice way back then all the way till now, Bitcoin has moved $30,000. All right? So when I tell y'all where the money at, hey, all I can do is tell you. Now, I started out my Bitcoin project with $5, okay? $5. That has multiplied 1,000%. Bitcoin is poised in the upcoming future to start their own bank. Once Bitcoin becomes a real thing, it's already a real thing, but when it becomes a real thing, say, man, you can start looking for that dollar to look a little funny.
Uh-oh.
You can start looking for that peso to look a little funny.
Oh.
All right? So I'm telling everybody, and I'm telling you now, we already got the NFTs, we got the EFTs for Bitcoin. Y'all need to come on in. You can invest in Bitcoin even on your cash out. Now here's the disclaimer. It is an investment. And investments are subject to failure.
Yeah.
So
Be careful.
I'm gonna, over the next couple of episodes here on the show, we are going to educate you on Bitcoin and its other coins out there besides Bitcoins. You have Dogecoin. There are other coins that you can invest in that are just now starting that will follow the same path as Bitcoin. All right? We're going to start talking about that next week. So y'all make sure y'all tune in and let's go get this money, man. Let's go get that money.
That's it.
Because the money is out there to get.
That's it. All right. So we talked about in our advertisements the blackouts. What to do if there was ever a blackout in the society that we live in. We had the phones go out on us like for every bit of a whole morning. Facebook shut down. So something has got to be coming and we don't know about. And it was rumored that there could potentially be a E-bomb or some type of device destroying system or some type of electromagnetic something. So what do you need to have? So I have some sources, I have some things, and I have a list that you all need to stay prepared for, okay? So in the event, always have you a couple of items. You need to have like a first aid kit. All right, we have on here they said here's some bleach. They had some batteries. Okay, they have some hand sanitizer. Now some of this stuff is related to like, some sanitary blackouts or some type of, pandemic. But the list that I have is first aid, batteries, flashlights, water. Okay. Why do you need water? Having clean water on hand is vital for everyone living through a prolonged power outage. All right. If you also need it for water, for drinking, you're also going to need it for other things. Okay. So water is important to get in an event. I told you about flashlights. You probably have a bunch of these scattered around the house, but you will need to be able to find them when you need them. So it's important to keep your stuff in order. Okay. Wow. Batteries, of course. Batteries are used for the radio, flashlights, carbon monoxide detector, smoke detector, fan on a propane heater, and for those type of things. And again, cash. All right. So knowing that the Bitcoin and all this other kind of stuff and the banks and stuff is run by electromagnetic devices in those type of situations, we need to have some cash. Okay. Nevertheless, in small bills during a power outage, stores and amenities near you probably won't be able to accept cards.
Right.
All right. So they won't be able to take your cards. They won't be able to take checks. All right. So maybe your ATMs are going to be out and not be able to work. So you want to make sure you have those, make sure you have cash. Also hygiene, a bit of an emergency kit for the first 72 hours. If the lights go out, the last thing you want to be scrambling is for your supplies. So make sure you have these items already prepared. Unplugged appliances. So no generator. Unplug your appliances. This includes anything with electrical circuitry from your microwave to your refrigerator. All right, so you want to know what to unplug if the power goes out. The first thing to think about when it comes to what to do is the power goes out, and to protect your appliances. Okay, so you want to unplug and protect. A backup generator. Make sure you have a backup generator. All right, because generators are great for being able to source some items in your home if you have to have those. Having an energy efficient portable generator as a backup is an ideal answer to the question of how to prepare for a power outage. Okay, blankets. All right, think about it. If the radiators aren't working, then warm blankets, jumpers, and coats nearby would be your power cut essentials. Puzzles, books, battery operated games. You want to stay calm. All right, so have you some puzzle books. I remember when I was a little girl, we used to have the word searches and word finds. Just have it a stash, so that you can have something to do to keep your mind at ease, so that you are not out here like the other 101 million other people that will probably panic. So staying, occupied mentally is going to be great for you. Now we talk about the best part, the food. All right. So if you have not come to our seminars or have not become a member of the Gift of Life Community Home, where we have taught you how to prepare your food on your own, growing your own gardens, having a grow garden, a tower garden, growing your fruits and vegetables, then this is where it is going to be the test of time. All right. So if you experience any sort of power outage that lasts more than a couple of hours, it's like that you'll get hungry, and non-perishable foods are what you're going to need, or you're going to have to look forward to. Okay. So, creating that kit of your food items is going to be essential. You're going to need some canned chicken or tuna if you're a meat eater. Granola bars is great to have stocked up on. Nut butter, canned fruits and vegetables if you are into cans. But if you are one of those who preserve your foods, having a cabinet of preserved foods already, like your preserved peaches, apples, and those type of things. Canning is also going to be something that you're probably going to want to learn to do. If you need more information on that, please give me a call. Shelf stable milk, or being able to make nut or almond milks, or having your nuts for your milk. Trail mixes are really good to have in case of, you have small children and you need to have some type of trail mix to be able to sustain. Meat jerky, canned beans, dry fruit. I know a lot of us have those cabinets full of the dry beans, where you can throw them in some water, let them soak, and let them, kind of boil on their own. Making sure you know how to make a fire if you don't have a light, matches are even important now. Canned juices. All right. Dry fruit, I said canned juices, spreadable jellies and jams, and that's what we're talking about, being able to can and make your own. Crackers and long-lasting wafers. Okay. Don't forget a can opener, basic utensils and napkins. And if you have kids, consider including the fruit treats that will provide a fun distraction during what otherwise might be a stressful time. Making sure you have your medications stocked up. It can be tricky, and if you have prescriptions, your doctor is not going to be able to be there for you. Emergency is not going to be there for you. Okay. This is like one of those tribulation things. And if you go to church and you understand, tribulation is basically what they say will be those left behind. They're going to go through the worst of the worst. But if you keep word and you keep an understanding of what to do, helpful medications, if you take medications, or your aspirin and your ibuprofens, your antacids, your antihistamines, and your cough and cold medications, that will be included in your first aid kits, which of course comes with your antiseptic, antibiotic ointment packets, your adhesive band-aids, sterile gauzes, your instant cold compress, your hydrocortisone cream, your oral thermometers, your tweezers, and so forth that goes into that that list. Okay, and so forth. We have
Always
some,
have something.
yes,
to bargain.
always, the manual can opener, candles. All right, so if you don't like the dark, it's potentially obvious it's going to be dark. We're talking about a blackout, right? So scented or unscented candles are fine, and you want to place to smell like a mixture of lavender, vanilla, or whatever you want. Place them in the safe holders away from anything that could catch on fire. So you don't want to cause another tragedy or, an event of something like that. I talked about duct tape. Okay. A lot of people don't think about duct tape. Why? It's because it can temporarily fix broken windows and seal up other cracks. All right. So you can do a lot of stuff with duct tape. All right. And then, of course, your games and books. I just talked about having games and books. A lot of people don't read. A lot of people don't, look at a book until, you don't have no other choice. So having a book about preparedness and about a blackout would be great. There's a great book. This Operation Blackout book is on Amazon. So if you want to get that book, please have a book the hard copy book so that you're able to get resources and get an understanding of what you need. Matches, again, securing the refrigerator. Why secure the refrigerator? An unopened refrigerator will keep food cold for about 4 hours, and an open freezer will keep foods frozen for 24 to 48 hours. So if you keep it closed and secure it, you can keep items in there, frozen or cold for at least a day or so. Okay, so a transistor radio. A lot of people don't know what a transistor radio is. We have so many media options available when the power's out, but when it's off, a simple battery operated radio, how would you be able to use that? All right, so a transistor radio. Have you heard about those?
Yeah, I know what those are.
Okay, so
I'm old.
Okay, a lot of people don't. So you're good.
We gonna make it.
We gonna make
it, man. If you under the age of 30 and you don't know nobody that's over the age of 45, you might be in trouble.
A lot of our younger generation are not equipped to know about what a transistor radio is.
You need a shovel. You need some. I'm getting 9 55-gallon containers.
Okay.
9.
Well,
because with those 9 containers, I'm able to keep everything that she just listed in enough quantity for myself and my immediate family.
Yep, because you got to actually flush the toilet. If you're going to try to have a little hygiene going on, you want to flush the toilet.
You're going outside to use the bathroom.
Well,
you ain't got the power. You might as well go outside. I ain't flushing the toilet.
Waste of water.
Right, we ain't wasting the water.
All right, so if you all have anything else to add to this list, please,
we're gonna publish it on.
Please let us know. One or more coolers. So if you have, how you go camping and stuff like that, you have coolers that you can stock up stuff. Of course, know your medical needs. If you do not know how to make your own medicine, we do have medicine making classes at the Gift of Life Community Home, along with how to grow your food, how to can, and how to make first aid items if you run out, with simple things in nature like your plants. This again is serious. It's important to know and to have that ideology. Again, a weapon is going to be another topic of discussion, because you're going to have to maybe ward off, those who are coming to vandalize. It's going to be a lot of things that you wouldn't think could happen in the event of the emergency situation of a power outage or e-bomb. A lot of people going to be going to the stores, stealing stuff, and your cars may not even work. So that's another thing that we are keeping people informed. Have you a bicycle, okay? So if you watch my show, then you're going to have and be equipped. A bicycle, yes.
What do with a bicycle?
You're going to be able to ride around, or if you have a car that's older than 1980 or 85, when they start putting the chips and stuff in the cars.
I'm gonna show y'all this device next week. I'm going to show y'all this device. Matter of fact, I'm going to add it to the list where you can get the device from.
Okay.
This device protects the circuitry in the event of an EMP situation.
Okay. Yeah, that was a word I was trying to say, EMP. All right. So if we have anything else, we'll share that and we're going to get out of here. So if you have anything else you want to add, please give us a call. That number again.
888-959-2093.
And if you want to enroll in any of the courses,
888-959-2093.
All right. And our powerful, wonderful strain of the day is brought to you today by Canna Globe, and it is the Kickers. Yes. These are great lozenges that Canna Globe is promoting, and they are nano HDI or hemp derived, all right, THC, and they're green apple tarts, all right, so that we like these, and they are just amazing. They give you the giggles. And if you have not seen any of my comedy segments on TikTok, please look me up, Cannabis Doc. All right, on TikTok, I am in my attire, my ganja natural hair effect with my I Love Lucy soundtrack in the background talking about cannabis. I'm giving you education because we need education, and what other way to do it is to do it in comedy. Shouts out to all the women in comedy this month. Again, this was Women's History Month, and if you are interested in Canna Globe and you're interested in selling some of these products that we have to offer, and of course myself, because I want to be a brand winner, I have some ideas that I'm going to put out into the atmosphere, into the universe. So please check out this next clip, and until next weekend, same time and same place, peace.
Welcome to Canna Globe, the first ever virtual dispensary offering a world-class collection of cannabis brands drop shipped to your front door. How does it work? Canna Globe took the same concept Amazon used to become the largest company in the world. But instead of shipping toilet paper, t-shirts, and tennis shoes, Canna Globe offers something a lot sexier. Yeah, cannabis. With over 100 premier products, from bakables like chocolate chip cookies, brownies, fried chicken batter, to cannabis mocktails like pina colada, margarita, old fashioned, to gummy rocks, sweet tarts, seltzers, king palms, pre-rolls, disposable vapes, carts, and did I mention THCA flower and magic mushrooms. Canna Globe is the first ever to drop ship flower to every state. We're also the first ever to offer magic mushrooms legally to every state. Well, except Louisiana. We're also the first ever where you get to be the brand. You heard it. Meet the requirements and get your own brand at the dispensary. Your brand. Fully paid for by the company. And you earn on company-wide revenue. Your brand can be featured right alongside celebrities and mega influencers such as Dan Bilzerian with Ignite, Holly Barker with Happy Snacks, Scotty Huss with Biscotti, and so much more. Rolling Stone magazine said, if it seems like a new state is legalizing cannabis nearly every week, don't worry, you're not high. It is indeed happening at an unprecedented pace. CNBC calls it the new gold rush. Forbes says the market could grow by 700%. And the Wall Street Journal calls it a tremendous market. We're currently in 26 countries and growing. Industry icons are saying that Canna Globe is the most innovative, disruptive, and compelling business model this industry has ever seen. You're probably asking yourself, how is this legal? Here's how. All our products are compliant with the 2018 Farm Bill. So what's the opportunity for you? To become a virtual dispensary owner without all the hassles. No experience is required. No storefront, no inventory, no licensing, and best of all, no apologies. And is 100% legal. You can become a virtual dispensary owner. There are 3 ways you can take advantage of this opportunity. 1. You can become an affiliate by simply purchasing any product on AutoShip and get paid 20% on all your customers' purchases. 2. Or you can become a VDO for a one-time fee of $2.99 plus $25 per month. You receive a business sample kit. You can earn up to 85% in commissions, unlimited levels, and you get trained by a certified trainer. However, if you are serious about making money, we highly recommend you become a video pro so that you can get paid to train videos whether on your team or not, and you will receive training from a certified trainer. What do? It's simple and fun. You acquire a handful of customers and teach others to do the same. Simply share your QR code or your link, and every time someone buys something, you get paid. You can also share sample products with your friends, or host a party and share all the favors. It doesn't take long before you can have all kinds of people doing the very same thing. Here's how it works. You can earn from $100 to $275 every time you personally enroll a qualified VDO, and $75 to $175 every time someone in your network does the same thing. You can also earn from 15 to 27% on all your personal customers and 3 to 12% to unlimited levels every time a customer makes a purchase anywhere in your network. While we do not make any income claims, this is an example of how the compensation plan structure works. An area VDO that enrolls 3 QVDOs and helps them each acquire a handful of customers and duplicate that 6 levels, the area VDO would approximately earn $100,000 plus $18,000 per month in residual income. But the comp plan doesn't stop at 6 levels. It pays to unlimited levels. While this is a financial opportunity, the real reward is we get to change the world by transforming lives with these sacred plants. We put smiles back on faces, happiness in hearts, laughter in lives, and health back in the home. Thank you for watching. Now, please get back with the person that shared this video with you and get started today.